from excitement with BlizzCon and opening a LAN center. Like, is it going to be a thing? But real quickly, for those of you who follow Hunt the Truth on SoundCloud, you actually want to link that for me while I talk about it?
Yeah.
Last week, we actually didn't get into it because I was so into talking about all the E3 stuff and all the new games. Is it on YouTube?
It is on YouTube.
Oh, really?
It's on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Just go...
I guess just start with episode 1 because then it'll link episode 2.
Well, just go to SoundCloud because they have a playlist.
Okay.
You could actually straight search it. But yeah, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to the last episode last week, but I caught up on the last 2 episodes. Season 1 has ended this week, and oh my god, it's just the stuff that's happened. Benjamin Giroux finally thinks he's gonna get everything out, put everything on the table, and just smash O&I. Comes to find out, he doesn't actually find out, but Petra finds out that they were actually basically on the string the whole time.
Really?
And that really just creates the whole metaphor of how small the single person is to a government corporation. So, for those of you who haven't listened to the past 2 or 3 episodes, basically what happens is Petra gets an anonymous lead to a server on a glass planet, which she sends Ben over and gives him a 72-hour window to get all the information off this server. So, of course, he goes to this glass planet, and, storm's coming, blah, blah, blah. He finally finds the server, starts downloading all this plethora of information from, how young Master Chief was when he was, taken from his house, how long the clones had before they died, and just all the information on Biko, the insurgents, and everything. And so he thought he had it all. So he was going to go, basically, just put out all this information to the public on what he thought was an actual interview with, I guess, a news corporation that was big over there. Come to find out, all the files that he downloaded were not from 40 years ago when they were supposed to be uploaded, but from 2 months ago. So he basically gets into it between Benjamin Giroux and the news reporter. Basically, the news reporter is calling him, a terrorist for, coming out with all these conspiracy theories. And Benjamin's just sitting there. Ishmael, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. We are talking about Hunt the Truth, and hopefully I'm gonna fill you guys in on everything you haven't listened to yet, but I encourage you all to go listen to it yourselves. But during this interview, it's basically just a give or take thing, and
he's a talk show host, not a news reporter?
Yeah. Kind of the same thing, I guess.
So he's like a hybrid.
He's basically just popular guy that talks about shit.
Well, I'm going to have to catch up on this because it sounds pretty interesting.
No, well, you got to start from the beginning.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, my God. I think that Supercut is all of them put together, which is like
it's 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, you're gonna have to space that out a bit. But so they go back and forth, Ben's a terrorist, no, blah, 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 I got all my facts straight. And so all the files are dated from 2 months ago. And Benjamin's just sitting there just in shock because, these are supposed to be original files from 40 years ago, everything on Biko, what happened to the Spartan 2 program, and everything that Oni has basically been trying to hide. Come to find out, Oni just used it as bait. He used Ben as bait, he used Petra as bait, he used Mashak as bait, and it all comes together. And the real interesting part, which I guess is probably going to be revealed in the next season, is that before the interview, Oni actually came out and cleared the Master Chief and the insurrectionists of any wrongdoing during the assembly. So, of course, Ben is going into this interview thinking, okay, so they're trying to cover their own asses, but I'm still gonna report all the major tyrannical crimes that they have committed, kidnapping children, killing people, all that stuff. But Oni's one step ahead. And so we end the episode with Ben basically being escorted off by security, and the episode is actually ended by Petra, believe it or not. So it sounds like Ben has been more or less indisposed of at this point, and sounds like Petra is taking on this whole task of taking O&I down. And the only reason why she's still in the game and not at risk of being taken down by O&I herself is because she has taken precautions. She knows what to do. She knows how to stay off the radar, even though basically she probably got this anonymous source from O&I. So it sounds like Petra's gonna take over the whole, basically hunting the truth, finding out what actually happened to the Master Chief and exposing it. So we're left thinking, where's Petra gonna go with this, and how's she gonna keep herself away from Oni's eyes so that she doesn't get basically the shitstorm that Benjamin Giroux just got, and she doesn't get shit canned. And that's where the last episode ends. So season 1 of Hunt the Truth audio logs is now complete. I've never heard a better just chain of, it's a special thing. It really is. Even without video, you can visualize everything going on.
So it looks like they're about 12 minutes long.
20 minutes each, about, yeah.
Yeah, there's a 20 minute, there's a 16.
So
they're not too long.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what all that is.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, I saw that. They're not episodes.
Oh, you know what? Those are probably kind of like those SoundCloud retweets, like, oh hey, like, this is cool kind of thing.
And then here we go again with the episodes.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not all like copyrighted or something.
Yeah, it probably is.
But yeah, that wraps up season 1 of Hunt the Truth. Petra's coming in. She's taking the reins. Ray Kurzak may still, he may still be out there trying to, give Petra the information she needs, even though he was closely associated with Ben himself. So, I mean, between him and, Andrew Petrosky, who was actually basically holding Ben by the hand saying, oh yeah, I'm with you, man. We're going to go take down O&I. This is going to be the thing. He was actually one of their main sources. Like, he had the stick with the carrot, and he was just leading Ben like, yeah, let's take him down. This is going to happen. And that's it. That was his downfall. So I encourage you all, before season 2 starts coming out, go to SoundCloud, #HuntTheTruth, you know,
Get caught up.
it's 3.5 hours season, but watch it in parts. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it. It's gonna be amazing. It really. This Hunt the Truth, like all this stuff. It's so good that I've even questioned halfway through, like how far they're actually gonna go with all this storytelling, without, without basically ruining the whole story of Halo 5. So
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, it's basically just like the prequel to how what the Halo 5 story is going to be about. But I don't know, I just know if they do come out with the season 2 and it stops there, it's just going to be a gigantic cliffhanger, and it's going to be like Halo 5 coming out. Like, you gotta play the game to finish the story. Like,
Pre-order now.
Pre-order now. Oh yeah, pre-order, because that's such a good idea. Shut up, Butters! Oh man, but
that's
yeah.
great.
I encourage you guys, Hunt the Truth. Go watch it. The suspension is just... It's ridiculous. Like, they even have some kind of emotional aspects in it. Like, there's some parts where, Oni comes through and just, basically strips his whole house of basically everything he's ever had. And it's just like that whole part is... that whole part is just like you can visualize him just sitting in his room, little to no light whatsoever, in a stripped apartment. I just can't glorify it enough. Hunt the Truth on SoundCloud. Go check it out.
Day of the Dragons, isn't Butters always getting some flack from everybody?
I mean,
it's Butters.
It's Butters. It is Butters. I actually my nickname was Butters in elementary school.
Really?
Not because of South Park really, but more of the fact that my hand-eye coordination sucked when it came to sports, so I couldn't catch a football for shit back in the
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers, yeah, that was the whole thing. And yet, it's just, it's funny because I couldn't catch the ball, but I'm not gonna lie, I made some of the stupidest, insane plays, like, literally, I think football like actually got banned. So people actually started playing football with a hacky sack, and there was one time where
How can you ban football?
I don't know. It was a weird school. Junction.
I never went there.
Oh my god, it was a weird school, man. But yeah, like we would be stupid. We'd have this whole field of grass, but we'd still be playing on the cement and shit. Yeah. And one time I made a full return, and I fucking fell down and just road rashed the shit out of my arm. But I'm like, I got it. Like, but elementary school, man, good times.
All right, are we
Good
wrapping it up? We got 10 minutes.
We do have 10 minutes. Do we?
10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
How time flies.
I'm
We're
sorry.
talking about gaming.
I'm sorry, guys.
things.
We've been talking so much. I mean, we kind of got off on other topics.
Yeah,
Like,
but you know what? We'll be back next week.
We will be back
9
next
o'clock.
week. Same
Pacific
time. Same time, same place.
Yeah.
Pacific Daylight, for those of you that don't know, is... I don't know why we do that. I really don't. Like, come on, just say -8 GMT. Just keep it Pacific Standard. We could go up, fall back an hour. It don't matter. But I mean, I wanna thank Philly Cheese for
Thank you for having me.
coming. Of course, man. Of course, we're always down to talk games, man.
Always. Yeah.
And
anything gaming related.
Hopefully he's going to be back with us for a lot of future episodes. A lot. And, I mean, we're going to build a league. It's going to be a thing.
It's gonna happen.
You guys are going to be a part of it. We're going to, you know, we'll constantly be asking for your guys' suggestions. We'll be having tournaments. We're going to, you know, the bigger the prize money, the better, right? You know, we're going to have professional tournaments, but also what I also want to focus on is those amateur tournaments for those who want to make some extra money, who are good in video games but don't necessarily want to pursue it to the professional level. I mean, why not? Like, if I had the opportunity, I would just be like, you know, money. Like, why not just grab 4 friends for a random game of for a free tournament of Advanced Warfare and possibly win $50. Like, I mean, who can say no to that? Who can say
Especially
no?
when you love the game, it's like you're gonna be playing it anyway.
Yeah.
You might as well just hop in.
Yeah, exactly.
See what happens.
Speaking of earning money, actually, before we go, I want to talk about a new esports fantasy site, alphadraft.com. That actually recently came out with a new.
Whoa.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Going all right?
What's up, man? Reach up, Tommy. Say hi to people. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, you gotta show them those nips. You gotta
I
show
don't
them
think
those
you
nips.
can show nips on
I
Twitch.
don't think that's a thing.
Oh yeah, you can't, huh?
That might be illegal.
It might.
We're
actually,
gonna get banned.
I mean, you're a
Good
guy.
job.
It's all good. But yeah, alphadraft.com. They have it's basically just a fantasy esports site. For currently they have CS:GO, League of Legends, Smite, and what's that fourth one?
I don't know.
What's that fourth one? League of Legends, Smite,
CS:GO?
CS:GO. I literally can't think of it. But go to alphadraft.com.
Check it out.
They have free fantasy tournaments too. So like, I mean, and they got free ones, they got penny ones, they got 5-cent ones, they got 10-cent ones. Like, literally, even if you don't know about esports at all, just go into the free tournaments, create a random team, and you have a 50-50 chance of winning. Like, 50-50
Pretty good
chance
odds.
on a free, like, you know, of course it's not much, but I mean, if you go on to Alpha Draft every single day and, you know, put your name into those free tournaments, win 50 cents every other one, pretty soon you're going to have a little bit of money to spend.
Couple bucks, and then you could enter the higher stakes tournaments.
Exactly.
Win
And then
even more money.
yeah, and then you could get really into it and just start making money. Like, started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways.
Just gotta be gangster with it.
alphadraft.com. Hunt the truth. Go check them out, guys.
Definitely.
This is J-Dogging.
This is Philly Cheese.
Signing off. Later.